If your baby takes a heroic 27-minute nap, then pops up smiling like they just had a full spa day, I know you want to scream into a pillow. And the worst part is you can't even enjoy the quiet because you are literally watching the clock like it is a suspense movie. Hi, I'm Treasure, and I help exhausted working parents get out of the guesswork spiral and into a plan that actually fits their baby in their real life. Let me give you one big relief right away. A nap that's around 20 to 40 minutes is often just one sleep cycle. So your baby is not being bad, and you did not somehow break naps forever. By the way, if you want this mapped out in a calm, simple way, download my free guide, The Modern Parent Sleep Roadmap, the guide I wish I had, at 2 a.m. The link is on the screen. Let's start with what's really driving this. When a baby hits that light sleep moment between cycles, anything even slightly off can make that wake up feel like the end of the nap. There are a few common patterns that create this exact problem, and none of them are about your baby refusing to cooperate. They are usually about timing, sleep pressure, environment, and how supported your baby feels going into that nap. Here's what's actually going on under the surface with timing. If your baby goes down a little too early, there isn't enough sleep pressure to roll into the next cycle. If they go down a little too late, they can get that wired, overtired surge where sleep stays light and fragile. And I know the internet loves to act like wake windows are math homework. In real life, they are a range, and your baby's mood is part of the data. Now let's talk about environment, because this is the sneaky one. Short naps often happen when the room is bright enough to say good morning, noisy enough to pull them up, or inconsistent enough that your baby wakes and feels startled instead of soothed. If you have a baby who is extra sensory sensitive, this can show up even more strongly, not because anything is wrong, but because their system notices everything. Let's talk about the part nobody wants to hear but everybody needs. Sometimes the nap is short because your baby needs more support getting fully settled at the start, not because they can't nap. If the beginning of the nap is shaky, the whole nap is more likely to snap at that first cycle. And now the myth-busting moment. Because you deserve freedom from lies. Short naps do not automatically mean your baby needs to stay up longer. Sometimes staying up longer is the exact thing that keeps the nap stuck at 30 minutes. Okay, so what helps starting tonight without turning your life into a spreadsheet? The goal is not perfect naps. The goal is 1 or 2 small changes that make naps sturdier so your whole day feels less like survival. Start by choosing one nap to protect, ideally the first nap of the day. If you try to fix every nap at once, it can feel like you are losing all day long. Protecting one nap builds momentum fast. Give that nap a tiny, consistent wind down that your baby can recognize. Keep it short. Same order, same vibe, same calming cues, even if your baby is dramatic about it. Then make the sleep space boring in the best way. Dark enough, steady sound if you use it, comfortable temperature, and a consistent setup so your baby's brain does not have to reorient every time. Now, let me show you the smallest changes that make the biggest difference with timing. For 3 days, aim to put your baby down slightly earlier than you have been, or slightly later, depending on what you are seeing. If your baby is melting down before the nap and fighting you hard, that is often a sign you missed the window and they are overtired. If your baby goes down easily but wakes happy and ready to party at the 30-minute mark, they may need a little more awake time before that nap. You are not trying to nail a perfect number. You are looking for a pattern. Here is a practical rescue that saves a lot of parents. If your baby wakes at 30 minutes and you know they are still tired, give them a brief chance to resettle, then help them extend the nap with the least intense support that works. That might mean a hand on their chest, a gentle shush, or picking up to calm and placing back down once they soften. The goal is not to win a battle. The goal is to teach their body that the nap can continue. And if you are a working parent dealing with daycare naps that are all over the place, hear me clearly. You are not failing because you cannot control daytime sleep. What you can control is your bedtime anchor and your after-work rhythm. On short nap days, an earlier bedtime is not giving up. It is smart. It protects your baby from stacking overtiredness all week until nights explode. Now, I want to say something that might sound too simple, but it changes everything. Short naps are not always a problem. They become a problem when your baby is cranky all day, bedtime is a disaster, night waking increases, or you have zero break and you are running on fumes. If your baby wakes from short naps but seems content, grows well, and nights are stable, you may be looking at a normal season. You are allowed to stop panicking. But if naps are short and your whole house is paying for it, that is when you shift from coping to fixing. Let me tell you the moment I want you to stop guessing and get extra support. If you have tried adjusting timing, tighten the routine, improve the sleep space, and you are still stuck in the short nap loop for weeks, that is not a character flaw. That is a sign your baby's full picture needs a tailored plan. And here's the thing I teased earlier, because it is usually the missing piece. The short nap is often not the real problem. It is the setup before the nap, plus the schedule pattern across the whole day that keeps landing you in the same 30-minute cycle. If you want me to personalize that for your baby, I can help. I have a master's in social work, I'm a certified pediatric sleep consultant, and I'm the founder and CEO of Rested and Renewed Pediatric Sleep Consulting. And yes, I'm also a toddler mom, so I get how real life can be. Book a consultation and we'll build a plan that fits your baby's wiring and your actual schedule. And if you are not ready to book, start with the free sleep roadmap on the screen or in the description. Before we finish, here's when I would loop in your pediatrician right away. If your baby seems unusually lethargic, is struggling with feeding or weight gain, has breathing concerns during sleep, seems consistently in pain, or you are seeing anything that scares you, trust your instincts and get medical eyes on it. Otherwise, the big takeaway is this: a 20 to 40 minute nap is a clue, not a verdict. And you can usually improve it with a few calm, targeted adjustments instead of a total life overhaul. If this made you feel even a little less stuck, the next video is where you'll get the missing clarity that keeps parents from sliding right back into the same exhausted loop. Tap the screen to watch my next video.